how you doing? Queen Kitty Bat here. Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 stream. Huzzah! Nearly forgot my old VTuber avatar. Whoopsie-doo. Alright, so let's get to business real quick. To catch up on y'all, I have severely leveled up most of my main squad since the last stream. I went up 10 levels, or in the case of my beauty, 15 levels. Yeah, so after the disaster that was the sea monster stage, I decided to level up, try my best to level up my squad, so that way, at the very least, I should do better now, you know? That way I don't have to do any last minute leveling or anything like that. I swear, if at some point during the stream I get caught up with a, hey, you have to be level 40 in order to do this, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. So that's the situation here. Hopefully the microphone's working. I always get paranoid when it comes to that. I always get paranoid. Anyway, yeah, so I haven't gone to Insight 3 because as far as I know, I don't think I have any of the materials for it. It hasn't even told me, hey, you gotta do this yet. But I got through this to level 42, Insight to level 42.
You brought me a gentle breeze on the field.
Oh. But yeah, I leveled her up this far. Oh, I can actually level up a bit more. Okay, there you go. Now she's level 43. Now she's level 43. What do you mean? I'm not dead there or anything like that. I got Medicine Pocket, Regulus, and Tenet all to level 35s. I was working on Pickles, but then I realized right after doing this much, Pickles. If at any point I need to bring his type in, then I'll level him up. But for now, this should be good. Tenet should be able to do good shields. Regulus surely can do some good disco. And Medicine Pocket definitely will be able to heal pretty well. I am so glad. I need to check up on something real quick. Okay, female. She. I have to check the pronouns. Yeah, so she will definitely be doing good healing. So that's gonna be fun. Also, if anybody who happens to see this VOD or anything like that, at the time of me streaming this today on March 12th, guess who is back? Pickles! That's right, fellas. Pickles is back for a rerun. For only 13 days. Which might as well be 14 if you take into account the hours. So if y'all were hoping to get Pickles at any point, go for it now. While you have the wishes and stuff like that. While you have the gacha pulls. Pickles is awesome. Thus spoke the Border Collie. Very excited. This one's also 15 days. So this one will go away before this one goes away. Wow, 360. Wait, does that mean that this is only going to keep going until this runs out? So that's basically like 30 free pulls. If so, that's pretty cool. That means at some point you're eventually going to be guaranteed to get someone. I honestly hope that out of all of these guys, I hope I get Forager. Well, either Knight or Forager. Because Forager looks so cool. She's a counter. She's a counter. What's Knight? Whoa, it's so pretty. Oh, yeah. Well, it's mostly a damage fella, so I don't know if I really want them. Honestly, if I get her, I get her, but I don't see myself getting her though, because I already have the myth, the legend, Miss Druvis. Milana might be a Oh, I didn't realize she was upside down. She might be a maybe. Honestly, I think I'm mostly going to end up just doing the Voyager. Because she does counters. Oh, and unlike everybody else, her attack actually transforms. It actually becomes debuffs. So that's something to keep in mind. Very cool. Yeah, a couple of dailies there. I have learned that there is not 6 things like the daily does. There's no 6 of the week. Weeklies actually go to 8, which is why I was so confused about why I kept still having more points. Yeah, 10. So, who knows, we might actually end up clearing the weeklies today. I am 185 out of 185. The amount of stuff I had to use up. I had to, you know the old chars? I had to use up so many of those in order to get my squad to the levels that they would be. It was insane. Good times. Yeah. Let me think. Oh, can I? Oh, I didn't know you can list down achievements here. That's cool. You know, I'll put this one. And then this one. And I guess this one. Oh, I can put 6. Okay. Good to know. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot they got a new friend here. No thank you, I'm just going to keep it. What was I going to say? I forgot. Well, obviously we're going to do more chapter 5, but I swear I was going to say something else. I don't know. I guess all I can say is, I'm halfway to 50 followers, which is awesome. Very cool. I made a new follower goal to get to 50. I don't know what I'm going to do for when I get to 50. Because obviously, everything else that I'm doing is already going to get me to affiliate. I hope I said that correctly. So that's going to be fun. Other than that, I think that's everything that we gotta do. I think so. Alright. Let's go back to the prisoner in the cave. Stage 7. Cam Beams. What a name! What a name! In the pocket, there are green peas, flat beans, bitter beans. It's not hard to tell them apart. Also, insight to level 20, so far, right off the bat, I am very far beyond what they're recommending me here. So, fingers crossed that all that training paid off. Let's go. Let me double check, make sure my camera is working and the audio is being captured though. Alright, there you go. We got that. We got that. There we go. I was paranoid for a quick second there. Let's go!
Yes, all is well.
Oh, I forgot to fix this thing here real quick. There we go. Now my chat thing is better set up.
Those dolphins sent us to the other side of the currents.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the dolphins. Oh yeah. Imagine being attacked by dolphins. And when you finally escape them, you go up to the first stranger on the island, they call you an irrelevant number, and then they toss you back to the dolphins that almost killed you. Imagine that.
And one more thing, Captain, and I'm asking this with no ill intention. May I know your lineage?
The blue flower gently conveys the answer back to her.
Thank you. I wish your next mission would be trouble-free too.
Sonetto sighs softly in relief and turns the knob back to the original position.
The members of the Razor Squad are all humans.
It's clear then. Real numbers refer to arcanists, and imaginary numbers mean humans.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. I hardly at this point. One day I want to do a recap stream. Just kind of recapping this entire thing, and I want to get a notebook writing down all of this information nice and plainly, especially stuff like this. Real numbers are arcanists, imaginary numbers are humans.
Then what is the rest of this nonsense?
Sonetto, Vertin, and this apple are integers.
Okay.
While Miss Lilia and I are fractions.
Don't bother asking. I'm pure blood.
Okay.
This apple is also made of pure apple juice.
Apple! Yeah, I think that's obvious. Well, no. Not quite obvious. Someday somebody's probably going to ask, are you made of human blood or something like that? Yeah, obviously, yeah.
I only consume 1.5 volt DC.
That's not a battery.
So it's not determined by our lineage, or Regulus would have been an integer too.
So why on earth am I the irrational number? Why
Oh!
only me?
It's not irrelevant. It's irrational. Yeah, that was it. I was telling a friend about this. I was telling Logan Robo, who I rated last time. I was like, imagine being called an irrelevant number and being shut up. It wasn't irrelevant. It was irrational. Still, my point still stands. Like, you almost get killed by dolphins, go up to the person, and they're like, you're irrational, and then toss you back to the dolphins.
Unfair. I demand the ruling to be changed.
Shut up. We grappled hard to get you on this island. So you have no choice but to stay in the worst guest room.
You call this a guest room? A cell, more like?
Yeah, I was going to say, where are we? Is this like where the people live on this island? The cell is left unlocked. So clearly some of the vestige of human rights and dignity remains on the island. Wow, Vertin, some of that particular... You know, this reminds me of when you would do the Spiral Abyss thingy in this game, and Vertin had the most unhinged narration ever. Like, wow, she still has some dignity, huh? Despite being a garbage can or something like that. I don't remember. But wow. So clearly we still got dignity here. Regulus shakes the railing as fiercely as if England had just lost the World Cup.
Perhaps this piece of news will cheer you up. We are prisoners in the world, and our body is the cage of the soul.
Miss Radio! I don't think that's going to work. Like, oh no! You're upset because the room that you're hanging out in is like a prison cell. And like, oh, maybe some piece of news will cheer you up. I mean, it's literally, we are prisoners in the world, and our body is the cage of the soul. Like,
Cut me a break. Might as well play us some rock music.
the chief mate appears calmer than the captain, still wrestling with her fate as much as the railing.
Seems the residents on this island venerate integer numbers. And irrational numbers, or the non-terminating, non-repeating decimals, cannot be represented as the ratio of two integers, hence they are discriminated.
Oh, I said I didn't even rest it already said this. I was like, did they skip it? No, he actually did say it.
No. Who are they to judge and decide me to be the irrational number? I was the only person who didn't cause any damage to the Foundation in the previous protest. Oh, why do I get to have the worst of both worlds?
Pack, pack, bear.
I've requested information from Ms. Muzzle about Apiron, but it will take some time for the files to
Oh,
come in.
that's right. I forgot to. I need to remember to check this after this stage. But Musan is an actual playable character. I think she's either a 4-star or a 3-star. But the weird thing is, and I can't ever unsee this, that version of Miss Musan, she is sitting on a chair. So it's gonna be weird seeing her standing, like actually standing around and not like on a chair, cause she's sitting on a chair in her usual, when you have her as an actual playable character, it's so weird. So where is she actually? She was somewhere else, right? So.
The captain of the Razor Special Operations Squad told me this might be a settlement of a group of Arcanists who have been long cut off from the world.
Yeah, maybe.
Unlike other unregistered Arcanists, these people chose not to live alongside the humans. They still lead an ancient Arcanist way of life and follow the old customs. We must be meticulous when getting in touch with them.
But they used modern mathematical terms. And that girl talked about Caprica. He was an Indian mathematician active in the first half of the 20th century.
Yeah. Also, imagine being a lost civilization, erased from human contact in 2007. I think that's what they said. Either 2007 or 2009. I don't remember. But it was such a modern number that I was surprised by it.
I think they are not living in complete isolation. They are still in contact with the outside world.
Yeah.
This place wouldn't be affected by the storm. Just like the Elitial base, Foundation headquarters, and my suitcase. The travel notes in 1999. Manus Vindictae showing up in Elitial's base. The storm, or emanation, they must be somehow connected. And we'll find our answer here, I think.
Very energetic, Capitan. By the way, how come nobody is here to welcome us? They wouldn't suddenly decide to detain us all just because we have an irrational number here, right?
Oh my god, I just realized it's gonna be so fun having Linla with us this entire time. I love her voice, the way she rolls the R's. It's beautiful. What's the word? ASMR to my ears? I don't know.
I'm with you all the time.
A reckless figure walks out of the shadow in the corner.
Six asked me to welcome you. Oh, scared me again. What were you doing hiding in the corner?
So I don't know if she's actually connected to this, but imagine Voyager is actually from this place and she's connected to these guys. If not, then, well, there you go, I guess. But like, it would be so cool.
Because it seemed you were in the middle of proving a conjecture. According to the scripture, disturbing others when they are giving proof of their arguments is as sinful as eating beans. I don't want to be bound to the rocks of the Caucasus Mountain and have vultures eat my eyes after my death.
Dang.
Eating beans?
Eating beans is the sin of sins.
What? Also that explains the description of the description of the stage, yeah.
The biggest, worst, and ugliest crime. People eating beans will never transmigrate. They deserve nothing but eternal punishment.
I have a good feeling that I know exactly where this punishment/crime came from. I imagine from at the beginning someone got beans, and then they stunk so badly that everybody was like, nope, get out of here. We're not doing beans anymore. Get out of here. We refuse to smell this again. Like, I guarantee you that's where that rule came from. I guarantee you that's where it came from.
What? Are you serious? Is this rule only for soybeans?
What about broad beans, snow peas, chickpeas?
Fun fact, I was super close to actually trying out chickpeas. Like, I never had chickpeas before in my life. I was this close to trying it out. One day I saw some at my local fill line, and I was like, next time I come around, I'm definitely going to grab some. Me and Mom going to try it out. And then the next time I go there in Sunspan, they stopped having it. Like, I never got to try out the chickpeas, and I don't think I ever will. Like, such a crime. I like this crime.
And what does it say about other bean-based products?
Beans are beans.
Beans are beans. They're the... What was it that tune goes? Shoot. I always hear this song sung every time someone brings up beans. Beans, beans, beans. They're magical. The more you eat... I don't know. I'm sure someone can figure that out eventually.
You're funny. This doesn't even make sense. By this logic, aren't the coffee drinkers going to rot in hell? I happen to have a box of coffee beans in my bag.
Reckless! Girl! If you hear someone say, hey, beans are crime around here, you don't just go whipping out beans out of nowhere and be like, hey, I have a box of coffee beans. Like, what are you doing? The Rock Empire produces her treasure and waves a single bean around her mouth, looking for a reaction.
If I put one coffee bean in my mouth, will the vulture get me right away? No way! Whoa, easy, mate. Do you want to get physical? This pirate is not scared of you.
The coffee beans are knocked over. Some restless small figures start to rustle in the shadows.
That's not fair! The critters are coming to your aid!
This is not good. We need to separate them.
Alright, I can see what we're fighting here. But seriously, Nicholas, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, girl? You don't just respond to someone saying that something is a crime by literally committing the crime. It's like going up to an airport or somewhere and they're like, hey, poison is illegal and stuff like that. If you have poison, it's a crime. And then you whip out poison right in front of them, like, so is this going to be a problem, man? Like, dude, you don't just do that. You leave. Okay, so they're like rowing versions of the you suit fellows, of the you suit kitties. Gotcha. This squad should be fine, man. I have it as a assist just in case, so I think we're good here.
You should not.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to promote myself.
Just like real diamonds.
I'll do that after this stage. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot all of my repairing. Let's see here. Let's see. What does this do again? 300 mental.
They're just little games.
And then... We'll do yeah.
Rock! Change the world!
No need to
Watch my
worry.
clothes.
Peace and love! Peace and love!
I don't know what back's supposed to be, but whatever.
Just wait. With bated breath. No need to look back. The reticent woods are watching you.
Intriguing, isn't it?
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Advice from the forest.
Just as I know. Watch my clothes.
No need to worry.
Start me up!
Good timing.
Nice!
Advice from the forest.
Are you ready to be blinded? Are
Disco,
you
disco,
ready
disco,
to shake?
disco, 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 yeah, disco, whoa, disco, 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 yeah, I'm doing some disco, 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 disco. What just happened? What just? Okay, well, I just lost a card. I don't know which one it was, but that was an interesting mechanic.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Good timing.
Start me up!
Just like real diamonds.
Penetrate.
Left hand up! Now right hand up! Peace and love!
Oh my god!
Let's kill
I'm so sorry, Reckless!
Just like the prophecies
Okay,
of the woods,
I
the
understand.
scales have already been tipped in my direction. I win today, and so will tomorrow.
Okay, so I think I understand the mechanic now. Whoopsie. So if they die, they fight back. Gotcha. I wasn't aware of this fact.
Let go! Let go! What are you, a dog? Martin! Sonetto! Lilia! Get her off me!
Oh, that's how you pronounce it? Ila? Ila?
Martin! Sonetto! Lilia! Get her off me!
Lila. Lila.
Martin! Sonetto! Lilia! Get her off me!
Ilya. Ilya. Okay.
What is going on here?
I'm sorry, I saw red hair and I exploded.
37, let go of the guest's head. Now.
"37 sticks out her gun. 37 sticks out her tongue and let go of the Reckless reluctantly. She returns to the corner, giving the floor to the rest of them.
Sorry that I'm late.
Oh, la la. Oh, can you be a playable character? That'll be really cool. Just saying. Oh, la la. Please have something easy to remember so I can immediately remember you.
I'm Sophia,
Sophia!
director of Apiron. I will take over from here.
That's a beautiful name, darling. That is a beautiful name. That is a beautiful name. Don't mind me screenshotting you real quick. What a beautiful screenshot. Yeah. So you know what? I want to try and see if I can get one where she's looking at the camera right there. Perfect. Cool. Sophia, the corrector of Aperion. Alright, so I wonder if that means she's like the co-mayor, or I don't know, I'm sure they'll explain.
Oh, finally! We have an ordinary person here.
Please, let's talk on the way to the outside.
You know what's so funny? I immediately drew to her red hair, but I didn't even point out the chest area. Even though that's like very obvious right there. I love how you can immediately tell which one's Sophia. This is Sophia. Beautiful, beautiful Sophia. Oh, wait. Okay, before I forget, I watched... Because turns out I have this character. Yeah, here we go. So she's a 4-star.
Hello. Chilimanin?
Yeah, so Miss Musan, she apparently usually sits on a chair, with a book. So the fact that she stands in the story is insane. Just wow. Just wow. Although I will say, this outfit is very adorable. If I was actually using her, that's what I would do. Oh, even the book changes. That's cool. Just the chair change? No, not much. But yeah, that's such an interesting thing. Like, not once did I think... thankfully, it means that because she's playable, she is totally not going to die, right? Right? Mood. That is a mood, Pickles. Stage 8. Ancient rules. Boundaries of propriety always tempt daring fingers. Okay. Okay, once again, insight to level 20, so I'm still very much good. Let's get into this. I forgot to promote myself. Oh well. You know what, it's fine. If people find me in the wild, they'll be fine.
We believe everything can be translated into numbers.
Well, I mean,
things are made up of numbers, and mathematics is the key to opening the gate of truth. It is like the fire that lifts us from the darkness.
This is going to be Arnold, huh?
This world may decay in time, but numbers will transcend the limit placed for all other things.
Oh, that's why, because she's taking us outside.
And if one can take up the challenges and improve oneself with practice, they may clear their thoughts and find out their truth.
As they speak, at the end of the long tunnel, there comes light. We good now? Okay, so as I was saying, technically speaking, you could translate everything into numbers, because there's the binary code, I believe. It's like a bunch of zeros and ones. You can technically, like, write down something and translate that into binary code, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but it's very cool.
That is, to find out the number of their soul.
Okay. I don't know what you're saying, but you're pretty.
Oh, this is more like a place for proper conversations. Broad, open, as vast as the high seas.
Hold your horses, Miss Regulus. If you were to speak of consuming beans again, I will have no choice but to send you into the depths of the sea.
Yeah, Regulus! If you hear of a crime, don't do it right in front of them.
Fine. I haven't done anything yet.
Miss Sophia, could you please repeat all the taboos on the island? It was too dark in there. I didn't take them all down.
Worry not, Miss Sonetto. I have them all recorded.
Nice job! I can't remember if she's a 2-star or a 1-star. Either way, shocking that she's even here. But good job, Miss Radio. The blue flower shakes in pride, showing the results of her attention.
1. Abstain from beans.
2. Do not pick up what has fallen. 3. Touch not a white rooster.
Okay, the first two I understand. Abstain from beans. Nobody wants to toot. 2. Do not pick what is that fallen. That makes sense. I mean, germs, stuff like that, dirt, gross stuff. 3. Touch not a white rooster. Why a white rooster specifically? Like, are brown roosters okay? Orange ones?
4. Do not poke the fire with swords. 5. Do not jump over a crossbar. 6. Do not cut wood on a main road.
Okay, these also do technically make sense. 4. Do not poke the fire with swords. The swords are going to melt. I mean, if they mean actually touch the fire with swords, yeah, the swords are going to melt in the fire. I mean, they'll be useless and you won't have any defense. If they mean like a conversational thing, that also applies. Do not keep poking the trolls with swords. They will burn you right back. Or something like that. Do not jump over a crossbar. It depends on what you mean by crossbar. If it's like a fence, then yeah, don't invade other people's properties. If it's a cross, five technically makes half sense here. 6, do not cut wood on a main road. This also makes sense, cause it's like you're kind of doing work on a specific road that people are coming towards through. Like you're interrupting where they are. They don't have anywhere else to go in order to get to where they want to be.
7. Do not enter the hall in new garments. Enter the hall from the right, and leave from the left.
Okay, at first I was going to be like, yeah, do not enter the hall in new garments. This is assuming that the rule was added because that particular hall is always dirty and gross. Something always happens that ruins the garments. So you go in with new garments, they get ruined, you complain, and they're like, sorry about that, that's life. And it's getting to the point where they're like, you know, we're making a rule out of this. But enter the hall from the right and leave from the left. It depends on what the hall looks like.
8. Do not keep swallows around your house. 9. Do not sleep on a grave. 10. Make the bed as soon as you wake up, leaving no imprint of your body.
I sure hope Dad is not watching the stream at this exact moment. 8. Do not keep swallows around their house. Yeah, this makes sense, because you don't want to suffer the noise, and the mess, and all that jazz. They're going to make nests out of their stuff. You don't want to be disturbed with that. Do not sleep on a grave. This is an extremely important rule. I feel like everybody should know this. Do not sleep on a grave. That is literally someone's dead corpse underneath the dirt. Like that's disrespectful. 10. Make the bed as soon as you wake up, leaving no imprint of your body. Yeah, once again, I am hoping that my dad is not currently listening to this particular part of the stream right now. But yeah, you gotta make it all nice and neat. What if someone comes in and it's like, hey, what's with this garbage, you know? But like, if I knew someone was coming and they're planning on going into my room, yeah, I would make up the bed. Yeah. But if I knew for a fact that there's no way they were just coming into my room and stuff like that, then I would just kind of leave it hanging like that. Especially if I do plan on going back to the bed eventually that day. Sonetto frowned slightly as she intently takes the notes. Yet, next to her, Reckless is utterly agape, as if she just saw a killer whale running on the ground with 2 new feet.
What strange obsessions are these? Even the police in London would be less officious.
I don't know, some of these actually make sense, Reckless.
This is an archaic Arcanist group we're dealing with. I assume they have their own reason for these.
Yeah, exactly. Don't assume that the rules makes no sense. Assume they make sense because of what happened to make them put the rules up there. It's like if someone started killing and it starts being a bit damper and stuff like that. I know, for your friend to compare to. And they're like, you know what, that's it, we're going to make it illegal. We're going to make it a rule to do this. You will be punished for it. Or like if someone's like paints the town purple, like literally paint the town purple, they're like, we actually hate this, we hate this so much. We're going to make it a rule, and just hope that anybody that moves here will absolutely understand why.
But what else are we going to do if we can't pick up the things on the ground? Just let it rot? Oh, this doesn't even make sense.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. I was thinking in terms of like when you're dropping food or something like that onto the ground and stuff like that. But technically speaking, if it was like papers or something like that, yeah, or important documents or something like that, yeah, that makes sense. That does make not sense. But in terms of something that is already ruined the moment that it touches the ground, yeah, this will definitely make sense.
You are indeed an irrational number.
Yeah, I agree with you, Sophia, not because their hair's pretty and you're pretty and all about jazz is pretty.
Huh? What about me?
Though I can't identify the exact number of yours, it's never too hard to tell the number types. Like you are a very typical irrational number. Irrational numbers are disobedient, sometimes unreasonable, and they hardly play by any rules. Just like the non-terminating random numbers following its decimal, these numbers are the floating points, or the noises. People of this type are the random ones whose actions show no pattern whatsoever. Disobedient, unreasonable, never play by the rules.
Yeah, man, that's reckless to a point, I'll say that.
So that's what their judgment is based on.
Oh, she even gets the rock and roll part right.
Did she? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely reckless.
Stop pulling my leg. This pirate will not so easily be defined. What about you? What's your number then?
Oh yeah, I forgot to... I'll talk about it after this stage. I forgot to tell y'all how my birthday went last time.
I'm still learning. My time to reveal my number has not come yet.
Oh, okay, so does that mean that 37 and whoever the guy was have actual names, but they prefer to go by the numbers?
Oh, you don't know? Well, I can help you with that. You are an irrational number 2.
No, she's not. And your crystal green ball coming from nowhere precisely hits Reckless on the head. What?
Ouch! What is this? A grape?
Huh. A perfect parabola.
37 stands behind them, holding a bunch of juicy grapes in her hand. She seems to be enjoying the moment.
Oh, it's you again. I won't be bettered in a fight this time.
Reckless' face is lit with anticipation. She is well prepared for another fight. But Sophia takes a step forward and stands between them.
37? Shouldn't you be off preparing for the doctrinal meeting?
Oh, makes me wonder how young she is, actually. I hope she's not too young, because otherwise some people could be looking at certain areas in the wrong way.
6 asked me to take care of our guests.
I'm assuming the man is 6, the guy that we saw earlier.
But I'm usually the one who receives the guests. Engaging with strangers might be a little difficult for you.
There's no causal link in these two events. People always bother you with trifles only because you're fine with it.
Do not sleep on a grave, and do not cut wood on a main road.
Oh.
Idleness is the cause of the breakage of one's flesh and soul in the long journey of perfecting oneself. Those who have not yet found their numbers have even fewer excuses to be indolent. Besides,
Why would you place the head of a guest in your mouth?
Yeah, for
She
real.
said she's going to eat beans.
That does not justify your action. Come to think of it, is she safe to bite if she had consumed the beans? Wouldn't that make you the bean eater as well?
Yeah?
The right way to deal with this is to throw the offenders into the sea. Let the Gorgon current take them and confine them in the ever-repeating circular motion.
Oh yeah, this is the most optimal solution.
How come you didn't think of it? This is one of the most basic set problems.
Hello? Are we done with the chit-chatting? Conspiring to my face to throw me in the sea. Mind you, this pirate's tolerance has limits.
Nicholas picks up the grape that 37 used to hit her earlier and drills it at 37 with all of her strength. Boom! The grape hits 37 on her forehead. 37 looks shocked. Her mouth falls open with horror.
Ha ha ha! Right in the bullseye. What? What's that look on your faces? An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I didn't start this.
Regulus, did you just pick up the grape that 37 threw at you earlier from the ground?
Nicholas, why? Yeah, I'm gonna straight up agree with them. You are an irrational number. Like, I literally was like, when you drop something on the ground, especially food, it's like automatically rotten and gross. Haven't you just picked it up with your grubby little hands?
Did you just violate the rule of not to pick up what has fallen?
What?
Look at her, she's so dumbfounded. The sound of wings certainly comes down from the above. A few stiff feathers with golden trim drip down like fallen leaves. Sophia's expression freezes.
Get down! Abraxas incoming!
So you mean to tell me this is an instinct brain? These birds actually know what the rules are, and if someone breaks it, they just swoop in like, heck yeah, free food!
It will take the offenders with it. A chicken's head and 2 snakes as a feet. What? What on earth is that?
This is not good. They seem dangerous. Regulus, come to my side.
This is where we battle. I'm actually not even going to check the enemy setup. I'm just going to go strange around, because I won't be surprised at what this thing looks like. Oh no. Let me check something real quick. Well...
A crime group. Just to my likings.
Yeah, I'll leave you here, and if you at any point dies, you'll be switched back in. Okay. Alright, well, I guess through this, Nicholas will just have to feed the Atlas guy, like carry the world on their shoulders and stuff. Let's get into this.
You should not make an enemy.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Okay. So interesting. My goodness.
Good to see you.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Frost you with the armor of the forest.
Bravo!
Oh no, poison.
No need to worry.
Watch my clothes.
Peace and love! Peace and love!
No need to look back.
The reticent woods are
Intriguing,
watching you.
isn't it? Glad to be of service, my lady.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Just like real diamond. Bravo!
Man, watching all those numbers go down was insane.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Start me up! They're just little games.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Left hand up. Now right hand up. Lights!
Oh my god, there's several.
Don't touch my
Oh
bag!
dear,
Good timing.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Penetrate.
Bravo!
Are you ready to be blinded? Everybody, let me see your hands.
let's go!
Ready
Disco,
to
disco, disco!
shake.
Disco, disco, disco! Disco, 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 yeah! Disco, disco,
Woohoo!
disco! Disco,
Release.
disco, disco! Disco,
Left hand
yeah!
up.
Disco,
Now
wow! Disco,
right hand
disco,
up.
disco!
Glad to be of service, my lady.
No need to look back.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. Watch my clothes.
Good timing.
Someone may be dying
Isn't it?
here. I don't know who
Brought
though.
you with the armor of the forest.
Bravo!
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Okay, thank God they each did it once. Okay, someone is
The reticent woods are watching you.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
I mean, just in case, we'll pull up a
Glad to be
book.
of service, my lady.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Just like real diamond.
Good timing. No need to look back.
Okay, there we go. And there's Druvis! There goes Druvis!
Little time together. Don't touch my bag.
Okay, there he is. Okay. Okay.
Sterilize.
They're just little games. Everybody,
Alright,
let
come
me
on.
see your hands.
Disco,
Get
disco,
ready
disco.
to shake.
Disco, disco, disco. Disco, yeah, disco, whoa, disco, 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 disco.
Woohoo!
If
Really?
this doesn't
Get
count,
out
this
of
will
here.
at least do it. There you go. Oh, and there goes Wrigless.
Now, to divide the spoils, or should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits?
You could say so.
Regulus!
The enemy is almost invincible. One of the apparatuses holds Reckless with a snake feet, like an eagle clutching a turtle dove, leaving for the dungeon.
Captain! I can't leave her alone. This apple shall follow her.
Apple follows the apparatus. He looks weak and lonely in the air, like the left-behind sparrow.
A toast to Regulus.
What do you mean?
To her ever-fighting spirit of breaking away from jails, no matter how many times she has been put behind bars.
Luckily, she didn't have any beans.
Sure, luckily she didn't have beans.
May her soul be cleansed in the dungeon. What a mess. Ena eftegramot mima. Schimatizete otan enosume diosimia.
Sophia gently touches the brass ruler on her waist as the glow fades to the glow fades, the grassland has been flattened to its original state.
Timekeeper, did you see that?
Although I wonder if it's possible to translate this. Like if it's the actual language.
The arcane skills cast by the congregation on this island are very different from those we have seen. Mr. Apple is with Regulus. She won't be in danger for now. Let's follow Sophia.
As they walk, the woods become less dense. At the end of their path, there is a triangular stone statue standing among the trees.
We have wasted too much time on unnecessary matters. Miss Furton, this is the place you've journeyed to visit. The Hall of Apiron. This is where we share our knowledge of Numa, which is also the storm you've been referring to.
Cool, thank you. And right off the bat, I can tell you, I've just been spoiled. You wanna know what I've been spoiled by? A certain somebody. A certain somebody who I wish I did the chapter 1 to recap before I started chapter 5, but I was like, oh, before my birthday. This lady here shows up in chapter 2, I believe. She's something, I'll tell you about. Also, that reminds me, speaking of my birthday, it turns out I didn't really have that much of a very good birthday, but I was able to make it up by watching some Deducticoning with my dad. Had a couple of pizzas, some brownies, yada 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 yada, good times. So if anybody was wondering about that, if they ever watched this and was like, oh yeah, she already had her birthday by then. Yeah, so this is going to be some fun. Wearing these wear capes. 37 is right here. I forgot what her name is, but she's part of the bad guys. Stage 9. Silent Meeting. Oh, and here we go. They're up in the levels now. Yeah, they're up in the levels now. Insight to level 25. Silence, it's golden. We do well to possess this virtue. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Before you enter the Great Hall, please place your right palm on the stone and swear to it solemnly.
Okay. The girl closes her eye and begins an emphatic prayer.
I wish to be baptized in the water of Gnosis and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance.
I hate how, because I play Genshin Impact, hearing stuff like this, it's irritating, because I'm like, oh my goodness, and knows this, you said? But I know.
I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth. I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me, and enter the great hall of forms as clean as a newborn. I swear to let matters stay in the world of matter, and a form in the world of forms. I swear to reveal no secrets, or my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
That's something.
Now, knock 3 times on the stone. Put on these ceremonial dresses. That be all.
Checking something real quick. Okay. I mean, anything you said,
Remember
Sophia.
to enter the hall from the right, and leave from the left. You are the humblest audience here, hence not allowed to speak. Please, stay quiet, and keep the secrets you heard at heart.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's what the stage description said. But I guarantee you, Burton is not going to be able to keep that promise. Because a bad guy is there. A bad guy is going to be there. She's going to say and be like, what are you doing here? I'm going to immediately break the rule.
I will arrange your meeting with 6 after this.
No problem. Miss Sophia, could you give us some privacy?
Please, enjoy. I have nothing more to say.
She walks away indifferently, as if none of them has actually existed before her.
Vertin, are we really going to do this? That oath we have to make to enter the hall sounds vicious.
Yeah, you could say that.
To stay quiet and keep the secrets. It's similar to the training we once received. I can go inside on behalf of Timekeeper.
No, I'll come with you, Sonetto.
But
I can't sense any sign of arcane skill on this stone. The oath is more of a formality than a curse.
The warning is lifted then?
But when Sophia repaired the floor in front of us with her arcane skill, there's no fluctuation of arcane power either. I can't even sense the slightest signs. It's either a kind of arcane skills we're not able to detect, or the moment we stepped onto this island,
we've been trapped in a tremendous ritual. That's to say, any arcanum used on this island is only a part of this giant flow. We don't know where this flow is leading us. We know nothing about it. It's too perilous, Timekeeper.
I know, Sonetto. But as long as we obey their rules, we won't get into other trouble. The doctrine of the Acheron is to live in solitude and seek nothing but the truth. In fact, they've never been aggressive towards us.
I think of this differently. Think, the pure-blood arcanist community, the unknown arcanum power, and the obsession with certain knowledge or identity. Sound familiar?
Yet, we haven't spotted any traces of the Manus here.
Yeah. Yeah, about that, I got spoiled by the map. You're about to see one of them here.
Manus Vindictae is like the rat living in the gutter. I don't think they will let go such a favorable chance.
I love the way she rolls her arms. I know I keep saying it a lot, but I really love the way she rolls her arms. It's so...
Which means we need to find out the truth.
I believe in Timekeeper.
Leela shakes her hands.
I have 0 interest in this meeting. I'll stay outside to keep a lookout. Take care.
Yeah, you be a lookout. You're the best lookout ever. There's no time to hesitate. The door already lies before them. Hands on hands and recite the vows in mind.
I wish to be baptized in the water of Gnosis and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance.
I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth.
I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me and enter the great hall of forms as clean as a newborn.
I have a feeling that these shadows are either going to change or disappear after this. And I bet that's why they're showing us this.
I swear to let matter stay in the world of matter, and a form in the world of forms.
I swear to reveal no secrets, or my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
All seats in the hall have been taken.
Fellow brothers, sisters, our quest for Gnosis had suffered 3 unprecedented crises.
When is this guy going to be on the banner? $210, sir. I would love for you to come on the banner so I can pull for you. I don't even care what element you are or what you do. I need you. I want you. Please don't die.
First was the discovery of irrational numbers, and then the creation of imaginary numbers. Last was the loss of the grand unification of different lineages. The truth was buried, and history was rewritten.
I love his voice.
But the emanation is not a crisis. Instead, it's our last salvation. The supreme existence has once again shown itself to us. The door to the everlasting transcendent world of forms has opened once again. As Numa pours down, things are rewound to the world of light. Everything in the world of matter breaks into pieces, for they are as delicate as a petal before it. We, who have the honor to witness the emanation of Numa, have the privilege to survive the turning of the Wheel of Birth. Because we know the truth, our survival is destined. It is the beginning of a mission to bring the unseen truth into this world.
His audience responds with a round of applause, but nobody says a word.
Thank you.
The speaker bows and thanks and gestures towards the wall. Part of me wants to use this as the thumbnail for this VOD, but we'll see what happens as we go on.
The next orator is 37, our smallest irregular prime, and the brightest star of Hermes.
Oh, that's loud. That's loud. That was a loud applause. Oh. Never mind. I found my thumbnail. Yeah, I want to do this, darling. The applause stops. A moment of silent reverence passes. Dedication to the truth.
The emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days. All methods to calculate the Numa emanation failed. We found no pattern in the occurrence of time reversal. All our efforts in the past 4 years have gone completely wasted. That's the end of my speech.
Silence. Long and dead silence. Abruptly, someone starts to clap. Oh, animated cutscene! There we go! Fortune immediately recognizes this girl. Order comes first, and opinion comes second. The mission matters the most. This is what she has been trained to believe and do. Oh, she's about to be late. Shh. Shh. Oh, there we go.
Who did that? Who broke the silence?
The silent audience all turn their heads and stare at Sonetto. Yet the apparition has gone.
Sorry, Timekeeper. I just...
Get ready to run, Sonetto.
Oh, she looks so cute like that.
The Abraxases are coming.
Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh, and I forgot we have a battle. Oh no, that means we have to battle those things again. Oh boy. You know what? I'm actually going to move you back over here. I feel like healing will do better than shields. Because shields will only just be inevitable. Now it's the same enemies again, so yeah. If the poison happens again, I definitely want to keep the healing.
You should not make an enemy.
Oh, but poison needs to be removed with the poison feather. After an ally character kills the target, it purifies all poison and erosion from allies and gain immunity for 1 round. What does this mean? Okay, let's stay here. Right off the bat, I want this.
Sterilize.
Get out of here!
Don't touch my bag!
Good timing.
They're just little games.
Penetrate.
Left hand up. Now right hand up. Don't touch my bag!
Wear gloves. The reticent woods are watching you. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Sterilize.
Start me up!
I'm losing my patience!
No need to look back.
Woohoo! Release! Peace and love! Peace and love!
Why are you all the way over there? There you go. Oh, I want you to work. Hold on.
Wear gloves.
I'm ready. Go! Go! Go!
And to Rubius is about to die here, isn't she?
Are you ready to be blinded? Start me up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Rubius is definitely dying here. I hate this poison mechanic. Which makes sense that, isn't it?
Whoa! Release!
Advice from the forest.
Oh, there we go. We got rid of the poison, and there you go, Rubius. Bye-bye.
I don't like to
There
resort
goes
to
my
violence,
hardest hand
but
character.
Accidents, sadly, these are countless.
Oh, there we go. We got some shields here. Awesome.
Wear gloves.
They're just little games.
Freaking dumbass!
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
You know, if you're going to die anyway, might as well just do
Sadly,
this.
these are countless.
Rock, rock, rock. Change the world.
Yeah, he's about to do an ultimate, so... Yep, there you go.
Toes.
Sterilize.
I'm ready. Get out of here.
I don't think I'll be able to the beast phase. I might have to change things up.
Sterilize.
Oops.
Oh,
I did not mean to do that.
Wear gloves.
Intriguing, isn't it? Bravo!
Alright, I got like 8 rounds left. Hopefully I can do this in time.
Sterilize.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
freaking dumbass.
Just as I would.
Wear gloves.
Time to wake up,
There we
gentlemen.
go. That's my have to be the end.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Watch my clothes.
And everybody's in a daze, so yep, we're definitely dying here. Yep, bye-bye. Okay, so this is our only chance here now. Good luck!
I'm ready. Go, go, puppies! Maximize the value of dumbasses. I'm losing my patience.
Okay, now this has to be the last time.
I'm ready.
Go! Go! Puppies!
Yep, there we go. So close. We'll try this one more time. If it doesn't work out, then we'll train up a bit. I think this is the workout that we're going to do this time. This time we'll have Tenet trying to do shields as much as possible. And then once Medicine Pocket comes in, then she can do the healing. I mean, look at this. They're all 10 levels higher than what is recommended. So... yeah, I don't even have any of these guys. I only have this girl and I don't even have her leveled up. So, hopefully this works out eventually.
I can't wait anymore!
Okay, so if I kill someone, that will give me immunity back. So, I don't need to focus on one. I mean, I don't need to focus on multiple, I just need to focus on one and then repeat. I don't need to focus on the big guys, I need to focus on the old guys. Yeah. In that case, I need to avoid doing mass attacks. Yeah.
They're just little games.
Also, I don't know why the camera keeps moving around like that. I can barely see what that guy has.
Bravo! Glad to be of service, my lady.
Start me up!
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world! Ugh, don't touch my back! They're just little games.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Bravo!
Are you ready to be blinded?
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Are you
Disco,
ready
disco,
to
disco,
shake?
disco, 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 yeah, disco, whoa, disco, 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 disco.
Woohoo! Release!
No need to look back.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry.
There we go, that's one down. There you go, immunity is gone. Awesome. Alright, and we dodge that. We're going to immediately get the shield.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
And then...
Good timing.
Just like real diamond. Damn it!
Oh, there you go, Recluse.
Let's kill time together.
The reticent
As
would.
we know, we want to do. Yeah.
Wear gloves.
Yeah.
The reticent woods
I mean,
are
we'll
watching you.
Get out of here!
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Advice from the forest.
Sadly,
There we
these are
go.
candles.
Poison is gone. We got the shield up.
Damn it!
Ow! Rotten toes!
Alright, now we have everybody fully healthy for this guy.
Wear gloves. Good timing.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Bravo! Damn it! Watch my clothes.
Sterilize.
The reticent woods are watching
Wear
you.
gloves. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
I'm losing my patience!
Just wait. With bated breath.
I'm ready!
Penetrate.
Go! 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 Hurry!
Awesome. So now we're gonna
Wear gloves. Good timing. Sterilize.
we're just gonna keep
Advice
doing as
from the
much as we
forest.
can.
Freaking dumbass!
There we go. We're going to get a
Wear
debuff off.
The reticent
old-
woods are watching you.
Oh, hi?
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with
Come
sacrifice of wounds.
Okay, now another
Sterilize.
debuff.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
You're at one.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Get out of here!
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you. Just as I would.
We are incredibly close here. Someone has to do it. Okay.
Wear gloves. Wear gloves.
Come on!
Oh, hi?
Yes! There we go.
Hip, hip,
Yeah!
hooray!
Hip hip hooray indeed! My goodness. And we got a prize for it. Hooray! Alright, now we need 20 more to get this island so I can finally work on the wilderness. Oh wait, let's see if we cleared any tasks. Alright, awesome. Cool. Alright, let's see if we don't have to deal with that for stage 10. Stage 10, the pirate's proof. Right off the bat, I can tell you this is going to be reckless. Crossword king. Ha! Lucky for once. Don't know what this means. I am really hoping it's not full storm chickens again. Also, oh, I just realized what was one of the rules was about not bothering a white chicken. It's because it's one of the Alpropras.
Can somebody tell me why I constantly get locked up ever since I've known Vertin?
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. In a now neglected corner, the rockin' pirate is deep in thought.
First locked up in a suitcase, then a foundation cell, now this!
Yeah.
Oh, what else could it be if Vertin weren't the jinx? Lads, I know what's going on. You got the wrong person. She is the most irrational number here.
The dungeon gate remains tightly locked. The wood made of it won't understand her words.
I'm knocked. What does it say here? Freedom will be granted once the proof is completed. That's to say, I have to prove myself not an irrational number to get out of here. Which is exactly what I've been trying to do, isn't it? Right.
Her fist smashes against the one gate.
Ugh.
She drops to a crouch because of the pain.
Captain, maybe you're in the wrong direction. This apple presumes that the followers on this island have a close connection with Pythagoreanism.
Pythagoras? That ancient Greek mathematician? The guy who said something about the opposite side of a right triangle? Isn't he the guy who lives in sometime BC?
Maths is only a part of the Pythagoreans' achievement, but from a more universal perspective, they are a mysterious group of scholars. Believing things are made up of numbers, venerating integer numbers, abstaining from beans, and the religious collective lifestyle. These are all pointing to Pythagoreanism. The earliest Pythagorean school perished because of the discovery of irrational numbers, which explains their odium of it. At that time, a deviant student named Hippasus discovered root 2, and the theories based on the ratio of integers they hold dear were upended. Hippasus himself was drowned in the sea. This apple assumes they see the integers as the standard of virtue, and people can increase the number they rank through study and self-improvement. Besides, they are convinced that a numerical code is hidden in everything and everyone. Whoever can solve the code can obtain the truth of the world.
Alright, now I know what's going on.
Reckless immediately gets off the ground.
This pirate has had enough of this moral standard, which is obviously prudish, backward, and lacks humanitarian spirit. I'm going to tackle the root cause of this misfortune.
Pirate, the believer in liberty, walks in circles in front of the gate, and suddenly starts to pull the loosened strips on the door.
I'm breaking out!
Yeah!
Why am I not surprised? The captain quickly gives the sufficient and prerequisite condition to prove herself an irrational number.
Yeah, for sure.
This apple may be able to offer some help.
As soon as Apples puts his hand on the wall, he feels a violent shake come through it.
What's happening? An earthquake?
The sound of birds and beasts echoes into the cell. Chief Mate Apple floats out from the gaps of the guest room, making a thorough inspection.
All Abraxases are flying in the same direction. Is this their habit, or...
Ah! The roof is about to collapse!
Oh boy. No! I am not fighting these things again!
Juvenile detention center. Heaven on earth.
No! I refuse to fight these guys again. Fortunately, the scatter rods were not enough to fill the spacious guest room. Regulus pulls herself together and resumes her prison break once again. Okay, everybody. Perhaps the collapse made the cell drafty. A cold, gloomy fog descends to the room. The one gate, however, stands still!
Oh, is there a piece of paper? Did one of the Abraxases drop this? Strange. The unsolvable puzzle. Is this a math problem? 0.4, 0.7, 1, 1.6, 2.8, 5.2, 10, and 19.6. 8 numbers in total are listed in this order.
There are 8 symbols below, respectively representing the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Maybe it is a hint that we should fill the symbols in the blank box after the numbers. That sign says to complete the proof. Does it mean to solve this puzzle?
Ha! How unsolvable can it be? Clearly, each of these 8 numbers should represent one planet. We can easily find the missing planet by trying them one by one. And our Mr. Apple here is the king of the Times crossword. Yes?
I think there is a difference between this and a crossword.
Oh, hey, Gallop! Welcome to the stream. I'm just enjoying a whole bunch of math just going over my head right now. I am not big brain for this. The mellow red fruit rubs his chin. Does he even have a chin? Contourmating the crossword.
In this apple's humble opinion, the ratio of certain numbers should match this number sequence, such as the radius, volume, or rotation period.
Wouldn't the sun be absurdly large if these numbers stand for their sizes?
A tiny squeak interrupts Regulus' thoughts. Small, rustling figures have gathered at her feet without her noticing.
Hey! The underground critters are back! Go away! Don't touch my notes! It's not your food!
Oh, okay, thank goodness. I thought I was going to have to fight the poison chickens again. Oh, awesome! Congrats! Yeah, I've been meaning to watch their streams, but I was like, I don't want to spoil myself. So, congrats! Now, obviously, this is a spoiler-free kind of stream here, fine. But I am so glad I'm not gonna... Yeah, okay, these guys. I just gotta remember about when you defeat them, they literally explode in your face. So I have to be careful. I think I'm gonna trade these 2 over because of that. I gotta heal them up every now and then. I'm just glad I'm not fighting the poison chickens. I'm sure by that content you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those guys are the worst. Alright, let's do it.
I can't wait anymore!
What the heck is... What symbol? What the heck is that symbol? Whatever. Okay, so... I say we focus at mass attacks here. Do we have anything for a mass attack? Of course not. The one time I need mass, and we don't get mass. Well, at least do this for now.
Good timing.
They're just little games.
Advice from the forest.
Woohoo! Release!
Okay.
Sterilize.
Start me up!
Get out of here!
Right!
Just wait, with bated breath.
And then...
Just wait, with bated breath.
Wear gloves.
Don't touch my bag!
The reticent woods are watching you.
I'm ready.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Go! Go! Go!
No need to look back.
Peace and love!
Alright, here.
Good timing.
They're just little games.
And then...
Start me up!
Wait, shoot! I didn't know that was...
armor of the forest.
Oh well.
Lights! Lights!
Don't die. Okay, thank you.
Are you ready to be blinded? Start me up!
Let's go! Disco, disco, disco! Disco, disco, disco! Disco, yeah! Disco! Whoa! Disco, 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 disco!
Release!
Advice from the forest.
There we go. Reminder to always look at the waves. Always look at the waves.
The reticent woods are watching you. The reticent woods are watching you.
Sterilize. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
I'm losing my patience.
Oh, howdy, am I? Can I call you a mine? Howdy! I'm doing great. Today was a wonderful day. I was trying out the Unicorn Overlord demo on my Xbox. Very great. And so far, today's stream is doing awesome too. We're currently dealing with these weird cube kitty sprite thingies. Corbungle. Turns out there's 2 waves of it, so that's fun. Alright. I hope y'all are doing great today as well. Yeah. Oh, there goes Reckless. I might have to beat her up in a little bit, actually. I might have to beat Reckless up in a little bit. She keeps dying every time. She is literally a glass cannon, especially in this chapter specifically. This chapter specifically hates Reckless so much. But yeah, I'm glad that people who are beating the chapter are coming here to watch me go through this chapter. Alright, so...
Maximize the value of dumbass.
Oh!
I'm ready.
And then... Attack.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Oh, hi. Go! Go! Go!
Just as I knew.
Alright, so they're both at number 4, so this might as well be their ultimate pretty soon.
Wear gloves.
Wait, hold on. This. There you go.
Sterilize. Good timing. Penetrate.
Awesome. Glad to hear you're doing good. And everybody's silent. That's fine. In that case, we'll do this. And I guess we'll just use
Glad
these
to be
up.
of service, my lady.
Penetrate.
Bravo!
Alright, and I
The red
think we
works,
may be
so
finishing
watching
this
you.
off with the
Wear gloves.
or heal just
I
in
weave
case.
the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
There we go. That was a decent one.
Hooray!
That was a decent one compared to the poison chickens.
Hold on, please, Captain. Seems like the critters are trying to tell us something. They are pointing at the sign of the sun.
Is that so? Even the critters on this island know math.
Imagine that.
The sun. What if the sun is just here to serve as a reference point?
Yeah, in my opinion, this is the hardest chapter of the whole thing. That one sea monster stage where we were on the ship and the sea monster comes up. For the life of me, I could not understand this mechanic until literally the last 2 rounds, and when I finally understood the mechanic, I ran out of rounds. I was like, are you kidding me? So I had to level up. I had to level up Medicine Pocket in order to get some heals going on, and I was able to finally beat the stage. It was insane.
I read an IAU's report in the Times 2 years ago. You know, the International Astronomical Union. Earth's average distance to the Sun is approximately 93 million miles. As for Mercury, the average distance is 36 million, and Venus 67 billion miles. Let's say if we take the distance between Earth and the Sun as one astronomical unit, then the distance between the Sun and Mercury would be approximately 0.4 units, and Venus 0.7 units.
You know that meme where the thing is just going over someone's head? That's me right now. The map is just going over my head. Yeah, the Kraken was the hardest one so far. I hope, and please do not like confirm or anything like that on this. I hope we don't deal with that guy again in this chapter.
There you go. These numbers are the ratio of their average distance to the Sun to the Earth-Sun distance.
Or at the very least, I hope that if he does come back, it's not with that very annoying mechanic. Touched by a flash of genius, she fills in the first 3 celestial bodies. Once the cloudy knowledge comes back with precise clarity. Everything both logical and immutable.
The average distance from Mars to the Sun is about 142 million miles. Jupiter about 484 million miles. Saturn 886 million miles, and Uranus 1.786 billion miles.
Alright, thank you for letting me know about that. I leveled everybody up like 10 levels since the last stream. Everybody was originally 25. I wrapped them up to 35, and through this to 42. So hopefully that's decent enough. If anything, I can just keep forming during the week, and then this first day, I'll probably be a lot more powerful.
By rough calculation, and if we round the results to 1 decimal place, Mars would be 1.6 unit, Jupiter 5.2 unit, Saturn 10 unit, and Uranus 19.6 unit. That's weird. All these numbers one can hardly remember have become so clear in my mind.
Wow.
But if these numbers stand for the ratio of distance, what's the planet for 2.8? There's no planet between Mars and Jupiter.
If the Sun is the reference, we will have 1 planet missing here. Is it really a puzzle unsolvable?
Aha! Nothing is unsolvable. You are looking at the solution. There must be 1 planet out there, unknown to us as of yet, located between Mars and Jupiter.
Oof. insight mass vibration sheets beneath the ground. You lost that insight level 3 matched? Dear Lord. Yeah, that sounds like that final boss is going to be one of those things where I just keep trying with brute force. Good to know, thank you.
What now?
Oh my god, they just keep giving us good thumbnails for the pod. Oh, thank you! Thank you! And funny, emerges from the darkness. What the heck is going on with the UI? But yeah, thank you! It took me a while to figure out a good design for my character. She is a magical girl, a bat-themed magical girl. And I absolutely love my design for it, for that theme. Her backstory is that she was supposed to be a part of a magical girl group, but she was completely forgotten until the last minute when the final boss was defeated, and so she decided to use the powers for live streams. It was a fun time. Also, what the heck? Are we hallucinating right now? It rises in the air with no warning, shedding a cool gray light. What's going on with the text here? In this damp and dark cave. Ooh. I hope I get to see it eventually. I might just have to follow you after this. It's bright, gigantic, and noticeable.
What is this? A celestial body, which I have never seen before.
Captain, this apple has an impression on this. There is indeed a star between Mars and Jupiter. It is called the Ceres, discovered by Piazzi Giuseppe, an Italian priest in 1801.
Ceres? Did we just validate its existence? Is the universe truly arranged according to this sequence? Could this be the ultimate key of everything?
Regulus! Regulus!
We totally were just hallucinating right there. Someone is eagerly shaking her arm.
What are you doing? Good food poisoning after accidentally eating one of those critters?
Odd. My head hurts. What was that?
All the stars has disappeared. Now there is only cold walls and damp air. Oh, and Leila, who is looking grave.
I'll make it short. Stanetta is in detention. They're planning to sentence her to death by giving her the poisoned wine.
Hey, what?
What? Not such a drastic fine! Also, I love the music. It's like being in Ace Attorney, and all of a sudden we got some intense music, cliffhanger, sort of thing. Oh boy, we got another conch call with the weirdo. Oh boy, sure can't wait to see what this fella has in store for us.
As you can see, this school on the island lives in a box made by the truth. Even if they have a donut in their hands when they are hungry, they still see a topological space. Like the cute ring attached to an initiation toy. It's not food anyways. But if you give them a puzzle, they will enjoy it like the best Kaiserschmarrn. Oh, my apologies. I was not talking about the one you are holding.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful game. And I'm only just now realizing how cool the music is here. It's just everything about this game is a masterpiece. I agree, it's such a masterpiece, and I'm glad I'm actually streaming this, like, to record my reaction to this. It's so cool. It doesn't taste good.
No. With all due respect, that thing in your hand is pretty old. The mold on it seems to come from the 18th century, judging from the smell. I'm sure you know it will make you sick if eaten.
Yeah, so far I was also free to play. The only thing that I pay money on is specifically to get the costumes for Tennant and Pickles, because they look really cool. Those are the only things that I've spent money on. Literally. So, technically speaking, I only spent $15 on this so far. So, I'm a $15 to play player.
But we have to admit, it is not just ordinary mold. It reminds us of the story in which, once, a merchant's son looked up at the night sky and found the answer to the stars for us. The young man firmly believed that the movement of the stars and the sun follows certain laws, just like how the delicate gears in a watch work together. And his point was even proven correct by Zeus's grandfather. When another gentleman observed the sky through the reflecting telescope he took great pains to make, a celestial body was exactly there. What was it called? 19.6. The 8th number in the sequence, the 7th planet in the solar system, and the legendary god of the sky.
Okay, so I have paid money in other mobile games too. I think this is the game I have spent the least amount of money. Well, no. I'm trying to remember. Did I spend money on Star Rail or not? I don't remember. I don't think I did. So Star Rail may be the most free-to-play I have ever done so far. I have done some battle passes, and I've tried to get some characters in Genshin. I have attempted to get Fenty, but he keeps dodging me. I pay money on Project Sekai, the Vocaloid game. And then of course there's this game, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I ever paid money on any other mobile game besides those.
If the world was not created by God, are there any theories we can use to explain such a beautiful law? Yes, the one that says it never actually exists. Anyone can see the breach in this number sequence. That is the planet, which is supposed to be the 5th number in the sequence. I mean, how come we have never seen it before, if it does exist? Either God is wrong, or we've been blind all this time. What do you think?
We've been blind all the time.
Yes, such a planet definitely exists, and as expected, it was discovered in the end. Yes, that's the Ceres. It only took that great mathematician an hour to find its orbit through calculation. Oh, what great astronomy! What great mathematics! What great creation! It was a beautiful dream, but it was still ended, eventually, by another discovery. The 8th planet, not the Ceres nor the Uranus, but a new planet. People found it through more precise astronomical data and calculation, proving that the number sequence found by the merchant's son was only a myth.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for me to get used to this new narrator. We haven't even gotten to figure out who the other one is. Both of them still have question marks. I have a theory that the other narrator is the president of the Foundation. That was my theory. I have no idea who this guy is.
Now we are clear of what we've been talking about. It's an unsolvable puzzle. It makes no sense from the very beginning. We found the Ceres because it happened to be there. It is real, and no one can deny its existence. In other words, we can perfectly prove the rationality of mathematics because we invented it. It's been a good dream, I suppose.
Yeah, I was kind of attached to the old narrator. Like, I was like, oh boy, I think I figured it out. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I did that, as soon as I finished the chapter and brought me to this one, it was like, yeah, sorry buddy, you gotta say bye to him.
Now, imagine that you are walking alone in the darkest valley ever, trying to drag your fragile body upward as much as possible before it is worn out. Hoarse cries squeeze their way out of your mouth to ask for a response from the gods. Suddenly, an afflatus dawns on you. The next moment, a miracle happens. You are already at the top of the mountain, witnessing the rise of a huge celestial body from the skyline. Even if it's only in your imagination, you have just witnessed the dawn of the creation, and the shock is real.
Alrighty, man. Cool. Let me double check them. Okay, I did not get any dailies or weeklies. Okay. I'm sorry, we went from here to here in the dark. Okay, so that's Sophia, 37, 13. I'm assuming Sonato is somewhere. Somewhere around here. Yeah. I love how if you look at them, you can tell who's who. Oh, I'm halfway through the chapter. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Stage 11. The ruler's help. Oh, thank goodness, I don't have to battle anything this time. The perfect shape requires the help of a ruler, a compass, and a set square.
An old admonition is engraved here. Let no one ignorant of geometry or the irrational numbers enter. 37 told me you are the integers. She's the genius kissed by the god of truth. She can see our numbers and has never made a mistake. But I don't understand. Why would you break the silence at the meeting?
Oh, I'm sure they wonder why. Maybe it's because we saw a bad guy there.
I apologize, Miss Sophia. I won't defend our behavior.
You may save that apology for later.
Sophia. I love Sophia. Mainly because of her hair and her eyes. She is such a beauty.
If you can persuade more than half of the people to vote for your friend's commutation, perhaps she won't be sentenced to death. I have gathered some case files from the past. I hope it will be of some help.
The scroll is lined with golden trim. Even without knowing what it contains, it is a significant gift.
These files are... But won't you be in trouble for helping us?
I have my own reasons.
Sophia closes her eyes, recalling the ancient wisdom.
Integers are the living example of virtues, the standard of purification. It represents a soul existing in the world of forms, a true being.
Yeah, there are so many characters in this chapter alone that I was very impressed by. As soon as Sophia's red hair showed up, I was like, oh, I found my beloved!
It is the floating points behind the decimal which dent the process of our overall purification. The evil. The ones who violate rules knowingly. The ones who turn a positive number into negatives. And a civil person, a criminal.
Yeah, right now I'm just hoarding all of my pulls and stuff. I don't plan on pulling for 37 or 6. I don't know what 6 does, but 37, I've seen what 37 does. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm not really interested. Plus the other 5 stars that's on that banner, I already have Tenet. I already got Tenet matched, so I don't really have any reason to pull on that banner. But I hope that everybody who's gotten 37 and soon to get 6 will enjoy them, so. The corrector who has no number sighs and look away.
If integers like you would lose your life over some unintentional mistakes, wouldn't it be a great shame? Besides, I can't stand the idea of you being killed in front of me.
Not rigorous.
37 suddenly shows up behind Sophia like an apparition. Her friend is quietly startled. She speaks no words, only moving a yo away from her.
For one thing, We still don't know Vertin and Sonetto's numbers. For another, the fact that every crow we've seen is black doesn't necessarily entail that the next crow will also be black.
True. As it happens, I think it's QED. If anybody is a fan of mystery manga, I highly recommend looking into the manga QED. Literally just the letters QED. There is a case where he's like, oh look, a white crow. And it's such a cool mystery manga. You got a genius, which is ironic because they're in this current chapter. He's a genius student who graduated from college at the age of like a preteen or something like that. And now he's going through life in high school like normal because he wants to experience that, and he solves like murder mysteries and stuff. It's really cool. I highly recommend checking out that manga if you can.
Even if every virtuous person we met has been an integer, we can't be certain that the next one will still be an integer. Same case for irrational numbers.
You're right, 37. But people always tend to believe that virtuous people are integers. That is what we call belief.
Correct. But not entirely correct. Everyone can make mistakes. Numbers are just numbers. They are not associated with virtues.
Unlike me, you're always right, 37.
I don't know what differs us.
Sophia sighs and shifts her gaze.
Will you be at the assembly?
Yes.
Then I will leave them with you. I'm not qualified to set foot in the Hall of Truth.
Oh, Sophia. Oh, there.
I have done poorly in receiving the guests. I will ask 6 for my punishment after the assembly.
Huh? So you are not coming back to my laboratory? Neither will you help me review the calculation results or sort out the books?
The scripture shall not be challenged. What's more, any students here can help you in the laboratory. It doesn't have to be me.
37 is disappointed. She lowers her head and kicks away a tiny piece of rock.
Had I known, I would have let someone else welcome Vertin and her friends.
Oh.
Like 210. He loves to brag to young ladies so much that he would take the punishment willingly, right?
You were that someone else who was assigned to receive them in the first place. If I hadn't stopped you in time, how much longer would Regulus's head have stayed in your mouth?
The most elf content Spain anybody would have seen of this game.
Not to mention what happened last time. And the time before
Well,
that.
actually, no. The most elf content Spain would be Reckless and Apple seeing that giant star / planet pop out of nowhere. That is the most elf content Spain.
But the fact that I have messed up all the receptions before doesn't mean I may excel in the next one. The chances of messing up the first reception and the 100th reception are the same.
Whatever you say, you little sophist.
She puts down the file and leaves in a hurry. Also, I love how Sophia says, wherever you say you sophist. Sophia, sophist. That's so funny. She is a nice person.
Everyone says so. But compliments won't help her find her number.
37 drops her head, but soon her face is lit with an excited smile again, like a child who has found a piece of candy.
So, Vertin, are you ready for the debate? Does that mean you will help us?
Oh no, a debate. Oh my god, we just went through a debate to rescue Vertin, and you mean to tell me Vertin has to suffer a debate herself?
Of course. I don't want to miss the chance.
What chance?
The chance to see your numbers. There's no greater knowledge than the knowledge of oneself. And there's no more exciting truth than the truth of oneself. I can quickly tell which types of numbers you are, but it requires proof to know the exact number of your soul. I want to know the answer before you see your own numbers. So it's 37 who proves it, not Vertin.
I'd be glad to give this chance to you.
37 turns down the corner of her lips discontentedly.
That's boring.
Let's go, Vertin. The assembly's about to start.
You know, I like her. She is a precious Bella. Hopefully she does not suffer through any trauma whatsoever. Oh, that's right. This was a free chapter. This was a free stage. I forgot. Okay, let's see. Vertin. Sonetto. 6. I don't know who this is. But we have 37 and then a bunch of other people here. Route of a bird. Oh, we're back to defining, I guess. Route of a bird. Between the char and the seat, it picks up pebbles, and one after another. Does anyone know how many stages I have left for this chapter? In pairs and dozens, the Abraham believers enter the venue. The plaintiff and the defendant are also seated. Are you alright?
Don't worry, Timekeeper. I'll defend myself.
Okay, 20 stages. This is stage 12, I think. So... 12... I got like 8 more stages. So, I may not finish this chapter today. I may... But I'll most likely finish it this Thursday, probably. So we'll see what happens. She looks pale, but she is gazing steadily at the front.
Back in the Foundation, I once won a public debate of a similar nature.
Yeah, and you were such a awesome gal for it.
This is my duty. I won't let it get in the way of the team's investigation.
Sonetto.
Sonetto lowers her head in silence, then sets off resolutely to the center of the hall. This scene is all too familiar. Inside the hall, a judge sits in authority.
By our tradition, Miss Sonetto will be given the poisoned wine, so she will be muted and stay that way forever. However, Sophia raised her objection against the decision. After giving the matter some discreet thought, I have decided it is necessary to hold an assembly and take care of it democratically. Those of you who agree to the death sentence may remain seated. Those of you who wish to commute Miss Sonetto's punishment, please put your pebble into the pot in the middle of the hall. Now, Miss Sonetto, Miss Vertin, you may defend yourselves until the sand in this hourglass falls to the bottom.
Truly, this is a formidable war. Relax and take a deep breath. Do as the training taught you.
I am Sonetto from St. Pavlov Foundation. I wish all the honorable audiences here would lend me their ears to hear my defense as a humanitarian gesture.
What number are you?
A sharp question is thrown at them from the auditorium.
Defendant, the court requires an answer. What is your number?
We don't know, buddy.
What? Me? No, I don't have a number.
Don't waste our time. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth. All her words are void. Sentence her to death now.
The crowd mumbles approval. The judge knocks at the stone bell.
42's argument is valid. Defenders, what do you wish to contend?
What? It's valid?
Sonetto's face has gone pale. What has she prepared? Formal justice, procedural justice, or the training she had simply has no effect here. This is a new territory.
Objection!
a petite figure stands up in the auditorium.
According to the record, the last time we inflicted severe punishment was in 1980 to a visitor who ate beans. He ate a carbuncle that feeds on beans, and he was sentenced to death according to the set theory. In our scripture, eating beans is the most evil sin, which undoubtedly fits the most severe punishment. But if we are now executing people for breaking the silence at the assembly, how would it reflect our attitude towards the consumption of beans? Has the latter become less sinful? I suggest Sonetto's punishment to be commuted.
The crowd starts to clamor.
A good argument.
37's argument is deemed valid. The debate will continue.
37 sits down, feeling satisfied, but the tall man languorously stands up.
Objection.
Ooh la la!
The punishment for eating beans is to throw the offenders into the Gorgon current, while the punishment for the silence breaker is to drink poisoned wine. Among all the punishments we have, there's no other punishment more dreadful than being thrown into the Gorgon current, because eternity and infinity are the two things we have the least knowledge of, which makes them the most ghastly punishments among all. Giving her the poisoned wine doesn't make the consumption of beans less sinful. Her argument is invalid.
The objection comes quicker than the knock on the stone bell.
Objection! Both of the crimes would fall into the same category if we are taking the punishment as a frame of reference, which is death.
Objection. The two crimes in question are not commensurable, which makes your comparison invalid.
The debate is heating up. The crowd is becoming restless. More and more pebbles are thrown into the pot.
What's this? I'm completely lost in this irrational debate.
I see. So that's how it works.
Timekeeper?
Relax. I will help you.
Calm down. Raise your right hand. This is just a debate. It's not about reality. It's not about justice. And it's not about reason. It's about winning!
I object.
Oh, okay. So, judging by this assist, we need to have Reckless up here first. And then... okay. Alright, we'll do this order then. Hopefully this is good enough. Alright, let's do this debate, fellas!
I can't wait anymore!
I'd like to start by quoting 42's first argument. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth. In that case, it's not possible for Sonetto to commit a crime in the Hall of Truth, because she can't even be in the hall.
What?
Good point, Vertin. This is our chance to argue them.
Start me up! Rock! Change the world!
Yeah, the everyone was something.
Peace and love! Peace and love! Are you ready to beat everybody? Let me see your hands!
Disco!
Ready
Disco!
to
Disco! Let's go, disco!
Woohoo! Release lights!
Oh, and...
No, it's too far-fetched.
yeah, I might have to level up Reckless. She has such a flash cannon.
Relax, Vertin.
No,
You
not
know
a
what
flash
to do.
cannon, a glass cannon.
You should not make an enemy of the Earth. Just wait.
with bated breath.
Frost you with the armor of the forest.
The reticent woods are watching you.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
These are merely clumsy sophisms. We've all seen her break the maxim.
Objection! What you see cannot be submitted to the court as a transcendental fact. It's nothing but the fragments of the phenomenal world which can't be used in your argument.
Objection sustained. Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep the debate logically consistent.
Since Sonetto has no number, and a person without a number does not exist before the truth, Sonetto thus didn't offend your truth. She didn't break any rules.
Penetrate.
Yeah, I usually prefer it because it means that when I get the stuff, I can fuse 2 stars with together to make a 3-star immediately. For example, I can do this now, fuse it with this, and then I can immediately save that for the next time I come over.
The reticent woods are watching you.
Good timing. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Advice from the forest.
Just wait, with beta.
Objection! The rule breaker has a number. We can all tell that she is very likely an integer. Therefore, she should be identified as an unknown number, not void. Your sophism has failed.
42's argument is held valid. Is there anything else you'd like to add, defendant?
Tell you a secret, 13? We would call criminals negative numbers.
I got it!
The reticent wood.
Good timing. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Advice from the forest.
Just wait.
No need to look back.
The reticent wood.
I think I got it.
The gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
It is easy to prove Sonetto's innocence. According to the law of the excluded middle, Sonetto either committed a sin or committed no sin. The 2 statements cannot be both false at the same time. Since we consider a criminal as a negative number, and a non-criminal as a positive number, Sonetto at present is considered an unknown number. That means she doesn't belong to the criminal set, or the non-criminal set.
Oh, got him, fellas!
She did not commit a sin, and did not commit no sin. It's a paradox. I hereby demand to modify the criminal sentence that has been given to Sonetto.
Yeah!
To divide
I managed to do it in
spoils.
10 rounds.
Or
Awesome.
should I say, a reasonable reallocation of the profits?
Yeah, this and the summer outfit that Pickles has. This is the only thing that I paid for in this game. This is the only thing I put money in for in this game. And I do not regret it.
The law of excluded middle. A good sophism. Good for you to create a paradox from one sentence of my argument. But pitifully, you've made a fatal mistake. You've taken my argument as the basis of your defense. I said people without a number should be expelled from the Hall of Truth. You don't have a number either, Miss Outsider. Based on my argument, which has also been approved by you, I argue that all your arguments are invalid.
Okay, sir.
There's no time left. 13 has a number. I saw it.
Oh? Do tell.
What? 37, do you know what you're saying?
Yeah. I read her number just now. 13's number is 0.
Oh, what a plot twist. Oh. I hope she's not lying here. I hope she's not lying just to say 13. Oh, God! Another conch call. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got another conch call, fellas. Also, I just went... What was I going to say? I was going to say something, but I forgot. Oh, right. Fun fact about me. My favorite number is 5. Just a random fun fact about me. Challenge record. A splendid debate between numbers. Think back. Think back. Oh boy. Not this again. Okay. Guess we're gonna have a fun time here, huh? Hopefully I can figure this one out better than the other one. Whoa! Oh, that's right. When you get to Insight 2, you get a new costume. Yo, that is such a cool one. I love you. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, so which one does what? I think I'm gonna do this.
Uh-huh.
Oh! Oh, well, I will have to check that out to see if it's still up. That sounds like a fun quiz. I need to check that out eventually. Thank you for letting me know.
Welcome to the world of numbers.
That sounds really cool.
Intersect and divide.
Yeah. I hope they do this more often, Harsley.
Welcome to the world of numbers. Form is a bubble. Welcome to the world of numbers.
I love her voice when she says that. Welcome to the world of numbers. So cute.
Time to check my calculation.
There we go. So glad I did that a lot better than the other one. The other one, it took me a while to figure out a good way. Yes. Deserved better. Just need a bit longer here now. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say now.
Come closer. That's right. Take a few more steps and immerse yourself in the shadow, including that hat. You don't want those good ears to hear this private conversation. That pad of paper from the miss, yes, the one wielding the ruler, is quite valuable. I can tell it is of a certain age, and records quite a lot of anecdotes. One visitor to the island took out a baguette from his luggage. To share it with others, he made an attempt to parcel it off. Another visitor fell to the ground and happened to sit on a quart measure and break it. You can learn the punishments for them from the paper. The former was thrown into the sea, while the latter into the further sea. Only God knows how this wine-dark sea holds so many visitors.
Perhaps they can also resort to the debate.
Oh, the debate! That's really a pain in the neck for that logical, pragmatic assistant of yours, isn't it? People always tend to mark what they can't figure out as arcanists' doings, as if things would make sense once they do so. But it won't change the fact that the debate is only a game involving sophistry, improvisation, and straw man fallacy. So what makes it superior to beans, if the form is what they are really after? Anyways, whoever fools the others first will win the game. No arcanum at all. And that argument of hers is the best attraction for the audience. A special number. A 0.
The boundary between positive and negative numbers, huh?
You are neither positive nor negative, which means you don't belong to either side. Now, imagine one side as an orderly line and the other as those wandering around. The wanderers can smell the abnormality in you, and of course, no one in that line sees you as one of them. In a restaurant, fruits are served without the seeds, but in a farm, the seeds are retained for the next harvest. Is there any value in the seeds? It depends on what you see when you look at them. The moment you realize that, you have come to the crossroad of fate. Now, back to the number we just talked about. Oh my! It's the prediction of your whole life! Can you believe that? You owe that spirited little genius a thank you. By the way, what do you see in her number?
A clever trick.
Yes, of course. 37 is larger than 0, but it's not so stable as 0. These prime numbers, they are just hard to divide, because they have very few things in common with others. That's why she's always so energetic, highly and solely focused on what she takes an interest in. She has nothing like the characteristics of the ones you know in the Gray and White House. Those people are proud of themselves for having kind-hearted factors around them. As their teaching goes, it's always dangerous to be unique. But some look up at her again and again, exactly because they can sense the danger in her. You are also a good example. You've been looking up, haven't you?
Hey, real quick, if you're still here, I got a question. Between Charlie and Necrolostist, which one will you pick? Cause I'm still trying to figure out who to pick. Tenna is matched, Satsuki is almost matched, but I haven't been using her as much lately. Balloon Party, I've used her before, but I kinda replaced her with Medicine Pocket for the healer. Blook Bloom, I have her, but I barely leveled her up at all. Diggers is another one, but just like Satsuki, I haven't used him as much either. So it's like, for collection's sake, I would like to pick one of them, but I don't know which one will be better, Charlie or Necrolist. Cause I'm looking at Charlie here. Cause, well actually no, here's the thing, I can't even check to see what kind of, well actually no, for Necrolist, I can check Necrolist actually. Cause she's on Miss Banner. She's on Miss Banner. So I can check up on her here. Penetration. Stack of prayer. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Get back here, check. For Charlie. But that might just bring me over, man. If only I knew how Charlie works, I would look into it. But so far, Nicholas seems to be kind of pushing in on the invitation fine. I have 15 days left, so I got plenty of time to figure that out. Almost done with the dailies. Check the battle pass thingy. Alright, now that we got all that situated, let's go back. Alright, stage 13. The middle of the axis. Neither biased nor neutral. Neither positive nor negative. Neither excessive nor deficient. Also, I figured out who this guy is. The one from earlier. This guy, it's 210. It's that big buff guy that I was like, oh my. It's that guy. I figured it out. Alright, let's see what we got here. There is an outbreak of murdering among the right wolves. Even the solemn judge stands up.
37. You just said Vertin's number is 0. Do you know what it means?
Very clearly.
Would you be able to submit proof to Apeiron?
No problem.
Half of you in this hall have put in the pebbles. If 37's argument is found to be true, every argument Vertin has spoken in Sonetto's defense will be deemed valid. Sonetto will be exempt from the punishment. I will announce the result once 37's proof has been validated by Apeiron. Thank you for your time.
One after another, the Imperium followers leave the hall. The Hall of Truth returns to tranquility. Sonetto slowly sits on the floor in a lackluster manner.
Sonetto! Timekeeper, I'm so sorry. I tried my best, but still I couldn't understand the debate.
Don't worry, buddy. I didn't understand it either.
I failed again.
Her face becomes abnormally pink, and her breathing becomes fast and shallow.
What happened to her? Come here, little girl. We need to move her outside.
Wow, thank you very much, sir.
Lie her down on the ground and wipe her palm and feet with dew and peppermint oil. That would be okay.
Her physical signs are becoming more and more stable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The distinguished number 0.
The man shrugs his shoulders.
I'm kidding. I'm 210. Well, instead of the number, I prefer people call me the rhetorician.
I've heard your preachment. Pretty demagogic.
The man nods, looking amused.
That's how logic works. With logic, I can prove that you'd cease to exist in the next moment, or that there are no other people in this world except me. Achilles can never outrun a tortoise, and a flying arrow is forever motionless. This debate is nothing but meaningless wordplay. That pacifist let you off this time. 6. A perfect number indeed. For he knows the benefit of reconciliation. Who wants to have blood on their hands and be devoured by the cycle of hatred? Yet it's a torture for any intelligent mind to hear such an immature debate. Can you feel the suffering of our leader now?
I'm sorry.
210 gives her a triumphant smile.
No apology needed, Miss Outsider. I also feel sorry for your pain, given that 37 has revealed your number.
What do you mean?
37. Our evil little genius. The most cunning star of Hermes. She's been having fun revealing others' numbers for a long time. Our numbers are our essence. And it's also the most important proof we get once in our lifetime. But she enjoys taking that opportunity away from you. Just because her talent allows her to do so. She did that to her friend, too. She found out Sophia's number. But without casting an eye on that paper with her number on it, Sophia threw it into the sea. Sophia is Sophos. But you... I pity you.
It doesn't seem like trouble to me.
Sophia is Sophos. But you... I
guess he was talking in a different language there.
Alas, poor little Vertin. You still don't understand. The number of our souls suggests our fate. It might be changed through algorithms temporarily, swirling, shifting, or transforming alongside other changes occurring on the coordinate axis. But in the end, we can only be ourselves. 1 is thought. 2 is opinion. 3 is wisdom. 4 is strength. 5, enthusiasm. 6, harmony. 7, order. 8, philanthropy. 9 is restraint. While 10 is completion.
So I have a random theory. This may just actually be completely meaningless and stuff. Imagine you can connect all of these to the rules that they have. I don't know if they had 10 rules. If they had 10 rules, then I wonder if you can technically connect those rules. Connect these numbers to those rules. Like rule number 1 is thought, rule number 2 is opinion, and etc. etc.
0, however, is in the middle of the axis, the origin of the frame of reference. It's neither positive nor negative, neither prime nor composite. Things are ever changing, but you stay the same. Your loneliness also lasts forever. This is your fate. Being exposed in full view of the crowd, yet you know nothing about it. 37 was acting on impulse. Yet she opened Pandora's box. She leisurely reveals your fate. That carefree behavior makes no difference to picking up a shell on a beach. How could I not pity you?
The man waves his hand and walks away. The air is still. Only the sound of waves comes from afar.
Miss Vertin.
The leader stands in the dark.
37's proof has passed the review. Your friend will now be exempt from the punishment for violating the rules. However, she has to take some catch-up lessons on the scripture. Please, meet me at the hall tomorrow at noon. I would have words with you.
Interesting. Oh, my bad. It just immediately jumped to me to this. What the? What is this? What is this? Also, the bad guy is here. Oh no. But what is this? What is this? Oh no. Stay away from 37. Stay away from her. I have a weapon. I don't know what it is, but I have a weapon. Chain of peace. He declares that the old standoff must end. Oh god, he's inside to level 30. Oh boy. Well, we'll just see if we can go through this. In this life, there are 3 kinds of men. Just as there are 3 sorts of people who come to Olympic Games. The lowest class is made of those who...
Before this negotiation begins, I wish to tell an allegory to the 2 of you.
Yeah, it's all fine. Okay.
A group of people were imprisoned in a cave.
I was a bit miffed, because I was ready to out, but...
There was a fire. Before them was a
Oh,
tall,
I know
solid
this.
wall.
Yeah, I know about this, yeah.
Their legs and necks were chained and fixed, so they were constrained to look nowhere but to gaze at the wall in front of them.
Oh, bye, Amai! It
When
was
they
nice
dropped
chatting
their
with you
eyes,
too!
They saw their own body.
I hope you
When
come
they
by
looked up,
again. I'll definitely
the
have to
flickering
see if
light
I
of the
can
fire
visit your
fell over
stream
them,
someday.
And they only saw the shadows of what was passing behind them. No
I'll
one
probably
had
be
lived
ending the
one
stream
day
myself
outside
in
the cave.
a few more minutes or
Shadows
so.
cast on the wall,
Maybe after
all
this
there
stage
was
or
to be
something.
perceived as reality.
Am I Dolce just
They had no
followed?
knowledge
Thank
of
you
the
so
real
much.
world.
Hope you enjoy the stream.
Oh, thank you!
One day,
Thank you for the
one
follow!
of them
I
escaped from the
appreciate it.
cave,
I'll be sure to try
walked
follow
into
back
the
when I
light,
end the stream.
and saw the true world with his own eyes for the first time. Everything he saw or felt in the cave was nothing more than a mere shadow of the object's true form.
But yeah, I know this story. I know this particular
Our world
kind
is a
of
poor
story.
one, Miss Verton.
Are you going to do Arnold? No, okay. Yeah, I know this story. Cause there's like a meme about it somewhere. But I know about this. They only ever lived in a cave seeing the shadows. But when someone leaves, they're like, holy heck, it's these things. That's the truth of it all. But the people in the cave won't believe you when you're telling them about it. They're like, what do you mean? They look like this. We don't believe you. Psh, nonsense. Or they'll be like, bang. I think that's what it is.
The phenomenal world is the cave in this allegory, where we are surrounded by shadows or some humble fractions of the truth. It is ugly, frivolous, filthy, perishable, subject to decay, and filled with hollow desires and meaningless struggles. Only the wise can walk out of that cave and see the world as it truly is. In that eternal, transcendent world, everything is in its most perfect form. I pray that you, Miss Verton, the representative of St. Pavlov Foundation, and you, Miss Arcana, a counterpart of Manus Vindictae, would pay heed to my words.
Oh, so you do know the bad guy. Miss Arcana. That was her name, yeah. I was trying to remember what it was, because I haven't done chapter 1 and 2 in a long time. I've been meaning to do a recap stream, but I keep forgetting.
Everything you've been fighting each other for means no more than some fragments of phenomena to us. There's only one thing worth doing. That is, to seek higher wisdom, develop one's virtue, and achieve greatness in life. We have never set foot on the soil dampened by the storm, nor have we ever been involved in the disputes brought by the torrents of time. I beg you, do not take your conflict in the phenomenal world into the realm of truth.
For certain.
Oh boy. Completely forgot about how insane she looks.
It was never my intention to sully the sanctuary of truth.
Then, to prevent a situation like this from happening again, I would like to ask you two to carve your names on these 2 stone bangles and drip a drop of your blood on each of them. Once the bracelet is put on, no one will be able to remove it. From now on, as long as you're on this island, none of your people will draw blood from one another, or the bangle shall draw all the blood from you. The peace agreement is so decided.
Arcana stretches out her hand and gently takes the bangle.
I appreciate that. I'll sign it.
The leader gives a slight nod. He looks out from the table and simply strides away. The bangle feels real in their hands. It certainly possesses some sort of power to fulfill the bloody pledge.
The peace agreement.
Someone is approaching. Yes, she is still here from beginning to the end.
Lady Verton, we meet again.
Oh, I forgot how gross the little sleeves are.
I wish the best to thy friend.
She's doing well, thanks to you.
You're most welcome. Thou shalt quench, for times hath changed. I would not wish to shed even a drop of Arcanist's blood in vain.
But Schneider should be the victim of a merciless bullet?
Oof! Oof! Schneider! Don't remind me! My baby! Literally, if she was an actual playable character that I could pull, I would have wasted all of my points towards her. She would have been like the V-Beast character instead of Tenet.
Pardon, my pitiful child. Did you forget? That merciless bullet cameth from a gun never belonging to me.
What's Manus Vindicte's purpose to be here?
Hearken the archaic wisdom, just as thou doest.
The stone bingo is hot, almost scalding.
I am not surprised. I adore thy visage, Lady Verton, emotionless in the storm. Alas, no man shall bravest the storm and live, including thee.
Her words sound as harsh as the winter gale. An emotion certainly comes. It's like raging like a bushfire, but soon gets tamed down.
A wooden box in the Elitiao's base has my name on it. Was that your doing?
Sadly, it wasn't. I hope thee findeth the answer satisfactory.
The figure of Arcana disappears in the night. The stone bingo at the rest becomes suddenly heated.
It's burning.
Something is slithering in the woods nearby.
Is that Miss Arcana? Miss Arcana, please, don't go! Save us! And save... Oh.
Two wary figures run past Burton. They are chasing after their leader desperately, as if they are running away from some horrific monster. Following them, a petite figure rushes out the woods.
No! Come back! Come back! You ignorant foreigners! I just started introducing vectors and matrices, and that's the most interesting part!
Okay, mood. Relatable.
Burton! Great! You always show up at the right time and right place. Stop them as people! Whatever it takes!
Oh. Oh no! This better not make the bangles die. Oh, okay, I thought we were going to fight here. We are! Whoops, that was just a bit late. Okay, so we move this over here now. Okay. Alright, all of this should be good here. 35, 43, 35. If I have to level up, I will. Let's do this.
Let's kill time together.
Just like real diamonds.
This might be the last stage that I do in the LB, I think.
Wear gloves. Good timing.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Get out of here.
Frost shoes and armor of the forest.
Bravo! Damn it!
Toes.
Sterilize.
Get out of here.
Penetrate. Wear gloves.
A design of its own kind.
I'm losing my patience.
Just like real diamonds.
Ow!
Sterilize.
I'm ready.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Oh, hi. Go! 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 Humpy!
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Sterilize. Good timing.
Freaking dumbass!
Watch my clothes. Damn it.
And there goes Tenet. Oh wow, we don't care about it last year.
The Renison Woods are watching. Wear gloves. The Renison Woods are watching you. Good timing.
Get out of here!
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Frost is the armor of the forest. Just wait, with bated breath.
I'm ready.
Advice from the forest.
Go! 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 Humpy!
They're just little games.
The Renison Woods are watching you.
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Rotten toes!
Good timing.
Start me up.
No need to look back.
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
I'm ready.
Are you ready to be blinded?
Maximize the value of dumbasses.
Go! 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 Humpy!
Are you ready
Disco,
to
disco,
stay?
disco, yeah. Disco, 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 yeah. Disco hard, disco hard, disco hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, to divide the spoils. Or should I say, a reasonable reaction?
Oh boy, another conch coal. This might actually be the last one on the list, I think. Yeah, I think this might be the last one on the list, honestly. Before we do the conch call, let's do this, whatever this is. Oh, I need a pendant. Dang it, I need a pendant. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say.
Oh, look at you, climbing out of the cave in the allegory, all dusty and dirty like a little savage. They must have tried to fill your little brain with long preachment. But you should feel lucky, because at least they didn't give you a quiz right after that.
What they said is true.
Oh, how modest you are. Looks like you didn't spend all your student days catching tree frogs. Try to reach the corners of your mind, if you would. And there you will find another bunch of people standing in front of a stone table. Yes, those people in gowns. White gowns with gray diamond patterns. One of them was standing on the stairs, gathering all the little vacant eyes to his side. What was he called? Give me a second. Teacher, instructor, tutor, the educator. Just titles like that. No names at all. No one gets to write down their names on that banner, after all. But they have nothing to complain about. You know what they say? What is reasonable is real. That which is real is reasonable. They showed you a broad avenue in their teachings where you could enjoy a sense of security with all the solid ground, convenient automobiles, and warm sunshine. And at the end of the avenue even lies an inspiring mission, to which you are expected to devote your whole life. There is a distinction between good and bad here, and it's as clear as our innate sense of right and wrong, like a floor of black and white tiles. Any stains on it will be noticed immediately. But in fact, there exists another path in the woods. It's much less traveled, leading to the unknown darkness which cannot be seen with eyes or proved false. You may even experience indescribable chaos and madness there. This path, however, has an excellent view, and it's one of a kind. The plants are thriving with bursting energy, and the flowers are blooming in a delightful atmosphere. So, which will you take?
Oh, shoot, I wasn't paying attention. I thought you were just rambling on. I didn't realize I had to pick something. I'm interested in the path.
Oh, that's not an easy choice to make. This grandma must give you a round of applause. I would have even pinned a boutonniere to your suit if I had one. But I have to remind you, those things in there are not easy to deal with. They can drive you insane, and you have to be very careful. You've seen the living proof. Many were freaked out after they came back, and people had to tie and lock them up. Others even dug their own graves. Oh, my. That was a bit over the top. I hope I didn't scare you, darling. Here's some good news to cheer you up. Actually, there's still one more way you can take. It would be a good choice if you want to enjoy the scenery without getting lost in the darkness.
Another way?
I'm sure you know that myth. You shall take the soul of your love out of the underworld, yet you shall not look back. That's right. You shall pass by the sleeping sirens, yet you shall not make a sound. The ones with the belief set off. They entered the dark woods barefooted, yet moved so smoothly, as if they were walking on the avenue. They kept their mouths shut and eyes forward. They never turned back, never picked up what was not theirs, never set foot on the forbidden lands, and never looked straight at the sacred greatness. They showed frugality, patience, and wisdom in the face of hunger and danger. So the beasts continued to lurk in the shadow. And the ones with the belief passed through the woods safely, until the path disappeared along with the direction sign. Then the first one to look back gave an exclamation before being exiled.
Is it really reasonable to take it?
Think about what I just said. That which is real is reasonable. Never look back in the woods, darling. If you don't want to be turned into a pillar of salt which can do nothing but wail, then never, ever look back.
Don't call me darling. Darling.
Yes, we'd better stay awake, stay calm, stay cautious all the time. But then there comes the problem. How can you ignore your love for those thriving plants and blooming flowers? How are you supposed to deal with the unstoppable feeling that overflows like a melody when it is stirred up by the beauty of the scenery? Of course, you will cry the loudest cry, dance the wildest dance, drink the strongest drink, and vomit all the filth inside you. After all, There is no need to enter the woods if the soul-stirring scenery is not what you are after. Right?
It doesn't sound like a good way.
No. So you better let it slip your mind, darling. Just let it go and hurry forward. Remember to keep your eyes shut and hold your breath. When you do so, the scenery will no longer mean anything to you, nor will the fragrance of the flowers. You will get out of the woods and reach where the truth lies. Is that what you want? Don't worry. We have plenty of time. You may come back at any time and pick another way.
Although I just got an achievement. Awesome. Okay. Considering that this is a freebie, I think this might actually be the last one that we do tonight. And then I'll probably finish the chapter, depending on how things go. I may finish the chapter this Thursday. Stage 15. Convergent birds. The clamor has ceased. They settle on the treetops, enjoying a moment's rest.
Congratulations, Miss Sonetto. You are the fastest learner of our doctrine among all the visitors in the past half-century. On behalf of all our writers, I award you this laurel wreath.
No, I wouldn't have achieved this without your guidance.
So cute! She looks so adorable and precious!
Those mathematics statements are really inspiring. I've learned a lot, but there's still something confusing me, such as Pythagoras and his golden thigh, his memory of the previous lifetimes as the son of Hermes, and the transmigration for every 216 years. Could you please tell me more about these?
The door's finally kicked open. Two outsiders, head dropping to their chest, are dragged into the Hall of Truth.
Why would people fail to see the charm of the matrices? This is not right. I need to spend more time on teaching.
Anyone, save us!
Poor guys.
My journey of art is doomed to fail. I really don't want to study maths anymore. Help.
Nobody cares what they are yelling. As 37 continues to grumble to herself, the two men are dragged into a different room.
Timekeeper, you are here.
I heard that you completed all the lessons on the scripture. This laurel wreath suits you well.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yet Sonetto keeps her head low.
Timekeeper, I'm sorry. At the assembly, I failed to understand the Arcanist's logic. It was totally different to the debates I have participated in. But now I have...
That was not your fault, Sonetto. It is now behind us. I need to tell you something more important. I've signed a peace agreement with Arcana, and the price of breaking it is... death.
What?
Yeah, what?
So Manus Vindictae is also restrained by the stone bangle like we are.
How is the bet that Arcana's hands, her arms, are gooey? So when she tries to attack us, she can just slip out of these. If that's possible, I bet that's what's going to happen. The chief assistant ponders out loud, having already removed her laurel crown, even so she completely deserves it, the very queen that she is.
Yes. She put it on without hesitation. But I don't think her purpose would be as simple as hearkening the ancient wisdom.
Unlike other stones in the Foundation's collections, this one has, before it's activated, it looks harmless, rough.
I attacked Manus' followers earlier as 37 asked me to. But I received no punishment from the bangle.
Hey, if any devs are ever watching this stream or something like that, I have to report this. Can you slow down some of these texts? It is ridiculously fast. And the auto doesn't let me read it as well. Anyway, unlike other stones in the Foundation's collection, this one has no signs of arcane skill. Like, it literally cut off up to right here before it moved on. Like, if you're not fast reader, some people will not be able to do this without checking up on this. Before it's activated, it looks harmless, rough, morally weighted, and no different from any ordinary stone. It literally skipped on the no part. Like, I understand that the whole thing about this game is that autos does some of this stuff, but like, some content is like heavily lost if you keep doing this.
Perhaps this island makes its own judgment on what to be classified as hostility. Like it has a mind of its own. Sonetto, do not report this to the headquarters before we figure out how the bangle works. After all, there are many other things to investigate on this island, other than Manus Vindicte.
I see. I will contact Miss Juvis and Miss Moiselle first and keep an eye on Arcana.
I just remember something that I forgot to do today in real life. Don't worry, I'll deal with it. I just completely remembered it.
Timekeeper,
Does it have to
this
do with the
island,
game?
the Manus' mask, and your suitcase are all immune to the storm. Does this mean we could collect more asymmetrical nuclide R samples?
I tried to collect some samples last night in the outer region of the island, but the detecting device showed nothing. If we were to find out more, we have to go to the center area.
What are you conspiring now?
Sophia!
Do not poke the fire with swords. And do not jump over a crossbar. The assembly will not be held every time when there's a crime. Please take heed of my warning. And do not overstep the line.
Oh, that's what it means.
Learn a lesson from them.
Behind Sophia, two gray-coated figures appear. Overcless. One ship pebbled, the other covered in soot, as if they have just survived the explosion.
Lilia, didn't you say you have Regulus with you safely?
Apologies, Vertin. I was going to rescue Sonetto through a very creative underground tunnel, but things didn't quite go as planned.
Regulus shimmies in a dance light step, trying to shake off the dust. Disco, 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 yeah, disco.
Not a bad innovation for a simple clap on the forehead. If only you didn't miscalculate the location of the explosion.
This apple is grateful that it didn't get blasted into a puddle of apple jam.
Oof.
Warning. Shell cleaning required. Warning.
I don't know why, but when I was in that cave, ideas kept flooding into my head. Though, judging by the outcome, they weren't all good ideas.
Sophia puts her head on her forehead, looking extremely fatigued.
On a routine patrol, I found them trying to break into the cave. I'm not surprised that an irrational number would try to trespass on forbidden grounds. But you two? The integer and the fraction? What were you doing with her? This is a serious crime.
Life has certainly become a lot more difficult.
Do we have to go through this debate again?
It's okay, Timekeeper. I will defend Regulus. I've thoroughly studied the scripture, and this time I'm sure I can do better.
Forget it.
Sophia mutters to herself.
Forget it.
It is unwise to waste time trying to understand an irrational number's motive. Besides, we should let the reckless take care of the least important matters.
She gets them a snarky smile. Oh, I wish I could go back and take a screenshot of that goofy smile.
That's it. Regulus, you will come with me to clean the beach.
Huh? Me? Again?
Since you have too many floating points, words of discipline would not work on you.
Oh, I love this song. I love this music that's currently playing right now. It's giving me such Animal Crossing vibes right now.
We would have suggested you study with the rest of the students here. Abstain from eating meat, bathe in cold water, rise with the Apollo star, study our doctrine, read the scripture aloud on the beach, so as to remove your floating points and purify your soul.
What? I won't do any of that.
But taking your peculiar character into consideration, I decided that some compulsory labor would be the better option.
Nicholas also smiles in relief.
Oh, that's the best news of the day. I'd rather clean up the rubbish on the beach than be surrounded by people giving sermons all the time. At least the rubbish doesn't talk gibberish. I'd be dead if you didn't change your mind.
Regulus, studying the scripture is not that scary. They will teach you and guide you until you take full command. Just like taking lessons at school.
Huh? Is that what schools are like?
Haven't you been to a school?
Yeah, I was going to say, have you never been schooled?
Haha! A great pirate would not remember trivial matters as such. So, where were we? Which part of the beach needs to be taken care of by the great captain?
My laboratory.
Oh, where did you pop up from?
37 blinks her eye emotionlessly and entirely ignores Regulus' complaint.
37. Aren't you supposed to preach to the visitors?
I've seen their numbers. A group of negative repeating infinite decimals. They will achieve nothing but to repeatedly step in the river of mistakes. I gave up on them.
If she's talking about the bad guys, oh, that is messed up.
Fine. Those of you who are complicit in breaking into the cave will also be sent to labor. Sinetto and Lilia will come with me to patrol. Regulus, you can go clean the lab. As for Verton, you will assist 37 with her study of the emanation.
Oh, lucky! That's what we're trying to study.
Don't waste more time on the trivial matters of the phenomenal world. Integers. That was the sole reason you were on this island, was it not?
Sophia turns around and leaves. She stumps a few steps away from them, silently urging the patrol team to move.
Don't let down your guard. The arcanists on this island are not as easy to deal with as you imagined. Down in the cave, I heard some pretty alluring and intriguing anecdotes.
Miss Lilia, this way. You will cover this area.
Stay on the radio.
Okay. The flying witch waves her hand and departs for her new job determinedly. Sinetto hesitates for a brief moment, and quickly goes after her.
Don't worry, Timekeeper. Lilia and I will keep an eye on Manus Vindictae.
We're counting on you, Sinetto. I have a feeling we are coming closer to a big secret.
Mysterious. Alright, so I'm gonna check this out and then I'm gonna set up for a raid. And I think that's what's going to be in the end of the stream. Intercept the deserters. The masked heads want to escape from the classroom of truth again. Stop them! Help 37. Oh, why is it giving us pickles? That's so weird. I need to shift this back over to medicine pocket.
Me? Is everyone else dead?
I think we're good here. Alright, let's do this.
You should not make an enemy of the Earth.
Just like real diamonds.
Stop me up! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world! Don't touch my bag!
Intriguing, isn't it?
They're just little games.
Just like real diamonds.
Right!
Advice from the forest. Good timing.
Are you ready to be blinded?
Frost jewels and armor of the forest.
Are you
Disco,
ready
disco,
to
disco,
shake?
disco, 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 yeah, disco, yeah, disco, 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 disco.
Woohoo! Release!
The reticent woods are watching you. The reticent woods are watching you.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
There we go. Easiest battle ever. They will eventually understand the beauty of mathematics. Oh, here we go. We got some papers. Yeah. Various scraps of color waste paper. The Great Revolution. Transforming the prison of numbers into an artistic utopia. Begin investigation. 5:30 a.m. The sun has just risen. And current island schedule urgently needs correction. 5 stars. And a rough doodle of a man with expressionless face. Loose hair. Free-spirited and discerning. Needs a bit of dishevelment. 1 star. Tough headband. Perhaps expresses individuality and defiance. Monotonous clothing colors. No tassel decoration. Poor taste. 2 stars. Room. Neat. Bed rolled up. Not even a trace of having been slept in. Collective lack of imagination and creativity. 3 stars. Just directional studies, terrifying regulations, a stranglehold on the soul. 5 stars. Location, Plaza Beach. Method, lecturing art salon. Transformation style, dreamy, cozy, passionate. A rough doodle of a beach party scene. Honey bread and vegetable salad, vegetarianism. No leftover food on the plate, environmentalism. A beautiful utopian prototype. Boring and lengthy question and answer session, sleep-inducing. 4 stars. Frowning, compilation, frowning, compilation, not a single smile. Harmful group activity. 3 stars. Walking the fields. Makes me hungry. What's for dinner? A rough doodle of a young girl with blonde hair, fierce expression, and exaggerationally waving arms, like some kind of artistic process. Terrifying pursuers, stubborn enemies of the Great Revolution, beware! No meat. Reminder, sometimes peace must give way to the stomach. 3 stars. 10 people per table. Suitable for exchanging creative ideas and inspirations. Reciting poetry. Yeah, high art, no meat. A rough doodle of growing meat. And I think that'll be it for today, folks. Oof, I almost cleared the dailies. But I say that was a great session. That was a great and wonderful session. Thank you, y'all, for being here. That was fantastic. I had a fabulous time. That was a wonderful session. All the numbers just going over my head like crazy. Like, I don't understand what any of this means. 37 was cute. She is very precious. I would love to protect her. 210. Wonderful hunk. Just saying. Sophia, I love her. I hope nothing bad happens to her. I love her purely for her red hair. She is a wonderful, charming lady. Just amazing. 10 out of 10. The story that's going on right now is very interesting too. I can't wait to see how it concludes. I'm assuming we'll probably finish it by this Thursday, the next stream. Which in that case, that means I can actually do the event afterwards. I can actually do the event. Let's see what that's all about. I am very excited for Thursday. I'm very... I promise though, that before first day stream, I'm going to work on everybody. I'm going to level everybody up to try and get everybody to max at the very least. Just cause someone said that the final boss is really rough, even on max. So I'm gonna try and level everybody up to that point, so that way we can do that, so we can actually clear the level. And so that's the plan. Thank you, y'all. See y'all next time. I hope everybody who watched the stream live or watching this on the pod have a good night, morning, whatever. Toodles! See y'all! Toodles!